Hi, good morning everyone. I am Layson Evan K, and today I will gonna continue our reporting of chapter 12, which is social responsibility. Other social responsibilities. First, employment. Business enterprises should adopt the policy of equal opportunity employment. Again, equal opportunity employment. So this means there are no discriminations against race, sex, and religion. In economic countries, women and colored people are at a disadvantage in employment. On the other hand, progressive countries recruit their employees regardless of age and sex. In fact, they do not give much importance to the diploma. So what they need are the competence and experience of the people. Second, education and training. So business organizations, particularly the big and successful ones, should contribute their resources to the education and training of the poor and disabled persons in the community. So such human resources are potential assets to the community and to the business organizations. So a business enterprise cannot be stable if it's surrounded by poverty and other social problems, right? So like in Japan, so we know that Japan country is a very wise nation, right? So it has been helping its poor neighboring countries to build their roads, to increase its sales of cars and also the motorcycles. So Asia is a very huge market for the Japanese products. The third, which is community development. The business organization is a very much a part of a community. So thus, it is its social responsibility to help the development of the community so that it will be a better place to live in. Community development includes health and sanitation, livelihood projects, and cultural and sports development. Many giant corporations like the Ayala and Soranio groups are actively involved in the community development projects, right? So, and also the Hacienda Luisita in Tarlac and Canlubang Estate in Calamba have generous community development programs for their workers and the poor in the community. Now let's have the business ethics. So ethics is the study of right and wrong. It is a moral choice by an individual. In business, it is the application of moral standards to business decisions and actions. And business ethics involves relationships with employees, investors, customers, creditors, and also the competitors. So there are many businessmen who are not fair and honest in dealing with these said groups, right? So for instance, they exploit their workers and they do not pay their creditors on time. So they cheat their buyers to buy selling poor quality products or use wrong weights and measures. The preamble of the Code of Ethics states that man has a dignity that must be respected and that all resources of the earth have been created for his growth and development. And the rationale of business is to build an enterprise oriented to the development of a man. A code of ethics for business. They see business as a service, as a vehicle for social change, and as a means for the true fulfillment of human development and the proper use of available resources. Philippine business over the years has increasingly felt the need for a code of ethics to guide it in the conduct of its business. This need has been expressed often by its leaders during the conventions and forums where discussions are centered around problems and issues affecting business and industry. So while respectable businessmen recognize profit as a legitimate stimulus and a prerequisite for growth, more and more have come to realize that profit is not an end itself. Today's businessmen have added a new dimensions to business. The Bishop Businessmen Conference for Human Development in its 1977 General Assembly Code for the formulation of a code of ethics for Philippine business that would guide the committed businessmen in the management of their businesses and against which they could question and measure their policies, decisions, and operations within their firm and the larger society. A code committee was organized. The committee was entrusted with the task of researching with the latest thinking on social responsibilities of business, existing codes of ethics in the other countries, and business philosophies expressed by the enlightened sectors of the Philippine business and industry, and formulating a proposed code based on the research. In this structuring the code, the committee focused attention on the 6 critical areas of business responsibilities, which are employees, customers, suppliers, shareholders, and other providers of capital, local and national government, and society in general. A section was also developed in dealing with the principles for the professionals manager. The initial draft of the code was subjected to a series of consultants and workshops. Participating were representatives of numerous business enterprises and formal sectors of the economy. The Code of Ethics was finally adopted by the Bishop Businessmen Conference. So that's the end of my report. So now let's have the next reporter, and thank you for listening.